Hello everybody, it's Unbutterable Senpai. Today we're going to be talking about Season of Discovery. It is coming out in roughly 5 days from the release of this video. I'm excited. This is private server level quality here. The best thing about SOD is the unpredictability it brings to the game, especially in a classic setting. I've been pretty done with WoW for a while now, only logging on to my level 40 shaman to PvP and STV once in a while, and with Hardcore I haven't really had time to play. The best thing to come out of hardcore is the death reels on YouTube. I did find it fun to be on edge the whole time I was playing, consistently under the threat of randomly dying to one of the wonders of vanilla. So to start, as a quick overview, SOD has level brackets ranging from 25, 40, 50 to 60 with raids, and maybe more than just Ashenvale as a PvP zone. Black Fathom Deeps is a 10-man raid, class changes like Healing Mage and Tanking Warlocks, runes that add features to your class like Crusader Strike, new world buffs, world events, additional ways to earn reputation with factions, active game balancing, new items, and quests. That's pretty much the summary for what's in store for us in Season of Discovery, so here is what I'm looking forward to seeing. World PvP, probably going to be off the hook in this new Season Discovery. It seems like their design is everything overpowered equals everything balanced. They did hotfix some runes like Sniper Training giving 30% crit down to 10%, but still, if you're able to get 10% crit from rune at level 25, that's going to be huge for PvP and DPS. Every spec gets a seat at the table. At this point, it looks like the best DPS will be up in the air as far as rating goes. I can't even guess what's going to be the most played class either at this point. It felt like while playing classic vanilla, it was Mage the hero class, whereas everyone else had a role to fill. With that being said, class spread looks like we're going to have 6 tanking, 5 healing, and 9 DPS specs. This makes it easier to fill for dungeons, and with the runes/spell changes that are going to be in the game, most of the meme specs are going to be viable. We don't even know to the degree that they are going to be viable, especially since they're committing balance changes, which means everything isn't going to be set in stone. For example, a new trinket in the game could be really overpowered one week and underwhelming the next week. A classic take on specs. So what I'm talking about is your spec. When you play classic and pick hunter, for example, you have access to all the abilities except for just a couple sprinkled in the talent tree. So what that means for hunter is it could be a melee weaving hunter build that pulls ahead of traditional point and shoot, or it could be just standing up front and smacking the boss. What's cool about that is it's set in the origin of the game instead of later stages. The quirkier items in Classic have so much more life in them and can alter the way that you gear your character. Take Mugger's Belt. It adds dagger skill to your character, and because of this belt, I went dagger spec on my warrior for a time. That being said, hunters could end up being a melee ranged hybrid that's a force to be reckoned with in both positions at the exact same time, especially since traps can be cast in combat, and from these tooltips, maybe even at ranged. Endgame arenas? Now, they haven't said anything about this, but with all the changes in the game thus far, adding Explosive Shot to Classic Vanilla, runes, items, and chants, and the list goes on, there's no reason they can't add battlegrounds and arenas and more world events as the list goes on. Revamped endgame, everything I said about arenas basically applies here. The game is subject to change. We don't know what's possible at this point. So, in synopsis, I'm definitely excited for the release on November 30th. My main concerns, of course, are going to be faction balancing or potentially Blizzard dropping random nerfs in the classes because they're already altering some runes before they release. There could be potential of them just straight up removing runes from the game, altering your playstyle. This happened to me while I was playing Legion. They nerfed Fire Mage by removing some of the instant cast charges, and the same can be done this time around in Season of Discovery. Well, let me know what you think is around the corner in the comments below. I personally hope they remove weapon skill and alter some racials, giving you more agency over the race you want to play instead of just going orc for horde, zug zug. Yeah. Well, that's it for this video. I hope to see you guys in Season of Discovery coming up here on November 30th. If you are rolling on a server, I'm most likely going to roll on the RP PvP server. And, probably going to go horde, and most likely will be an orc if they don't change any racials for, specific reasons, like the 20% stun. You guys just let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.